Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Remember to check those placements, especially when it doesn't resonate for the sign that you normally check. If you want any of my services, private readings, energy healing, trauma release and healing, life purpose, coaching, spiritual coaching, natal chart reading, understanding your human design and life purpose, and sort of the manifestation, cord cutting of energies as well, all those sort of things, the email's always in the description box below. Taurus, if you're not subscribed, I welcome you to subscribe, especially if you're resonating with the readings. Leave me an emoji in the comments and like, and remember, not everything will always resonate. With this, it's the December general outlook, so you'll have the weeklies as well. You are a sign where a couple of you always support your readings, and I truly appreciate that. But let's look at December. You might want to check it throughout December because there's future predictions, so not every time it makes sense right at the get-go. Right, let's see these cards. Any more, Spirit, for Taurus? Yes? Okay. Awakening, energy upgrades, a new way of being, integration, breaking the chain of ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, and mirror what's triggering you. Okay, so with this awakening, what I'm really getting is that some of you throughout December, and you could be feeling the energies around this full moon right now, Taurus, although it's going to be affecting if you've got heavy mutable placements. You might feel fatigue. You might be feeling like you need a lot of rest. You might be feeling like, you're down under the weather. And that's really because you might have had some energetic upgrades, okay? And that'll be your DNA and just generally as part of your growth pattern. And honor that. So don't rush through it. Don't try to fight your body. Don't try to fight what you're feeling. Take the rest where you need to, because that's when you integrate the energies, okay? And then it says breaking the pain of ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting your future. This is where you're not following what you feel has been programmed from society, or where you believe to grow up that you should be doing, you should be, or you should be married, or you should be this, or you should be that. You're breaking chains. For some of you, I'm also getting around money matters coming through to me right now. So this is where also when you have the upgrades, it's healing this part, which means you're having the upgrades and you're releasing because you're having these upgrades. Now with the mirror, it's asking you what and who is triggering you. You know, when you're having those, sometimes you might be having those days, or Taurus, where you're like, why the hell is everyone just so bloody annoying? And then you feel like you might be triggered by certain people all the time. And now, is it the person or is it something that you need to look at? For some of you, I feel like you're actually refusing to look at it, that it could be something within you that's triggering more than what the person is actually doing. The person could be annoying, could be whatever, but there's an element in terms of you looking into you as well. Let's get into the tarot and let's see what we have for you. Got the Seven of Swords, okay? This could be you actually putting a strategy or a plan in place where you're not actually telling people. Like you've got, you wanting to put down on paper a plan or your goals and move forward with something, but you're not actually telling people. This could also be an air sign who's in your life that is quite a bit of a no bullshit kind of person. And either they're coming across as a no bullshit kind of person, but actually behind the scenes, they're not very honest. And I'm getting the word integrity here, however it's placed. But let's get more cards, yeah? So we're looking out for something that could be hidden. from us. And you could, if we get the Ace of Swords, which I can see right now, I think you're going to be breaking through with a clarity. Now, why doesn't Spirit want to give me more cards? Oh, there we go. Partnership, and I think it's to do with work, okay? I think this is around work. Some of you, it could be around love, okay? And I feel like this is something that you've been wanting to manifest something around your career, stability, work, and some of you I'm getting around balance as well within your life, personal and professional. You've been trying to manifest that and manifest your abundance and sort of long-term stability. We've got the Nine of Wands, which tells me that here with this card, definitely if you're feeling like you need some rest, get some rest in terms of December time. You could be feeling that you've really needed to push through a lot within, I'm getting the word life, and it could be that, you know, you've had heartbreak, but also with that heartbreak, there's a sense of quite a lot of mental energy here, actually, I'm feeling for you. What I'm saying. I'm feeling for some of you just not willing to accept some sort of loss or grief and the need to heal. And you might be stuck in that grief and sadness. Some of you have actually been stuck in it for a while and you're actually overcoming. You're learning that your heart needs to remain open, tender, and you're not got your defenses up. Okay, so let's see what else we get for December. I feel like you're in this Queen of Swords energy, and I feel like the person, you know, you're like, I can see through the BS, you know, there's been stuff going through. Some of you are making a plan, right? Some of you have actually, you know, you see someone who you actually really respected or saw as a passionate visionary, and behind it, there was a mask. There was a mask that either it was for their own benefit, and you're just deciding that, you know, you've caught them out, and it could be around lies and deceit as well, and you're moving away. You're deciding to move away to really manifest what your long-term vision is. I feel for some of you, you've been a bit stubborn in terms of seeing the perspective of something from the other side. And I think that's been in your past, more or less. We've got the King of Pentacles that's coming up. So there's definitely a shift in terms of your career, money and finance and stability. And look at this card that's like that. So I'm going to take it. Four of Cups, where you've really felt dissatisfied. Some of you could have missed a couple of opportunities, and they've just not been the right opportunity. Kind of like, are you joking me? After I've done all this, this is the option I get, and so you're just not satisfied with the options you've had. But I definitely think, and it could be some that come in December, but I definitely think there's something coming through that you are going to be happy about. It's kind of like the Two of Cups, and I just saw the Ace of Swords, oh no, Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords is here, and Justice. So a lot of mental energy here, and you've got the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. So you're balancing more in terms of your emotions, and I feel like the people that are coming in for you are actually people that are going to help ground you emotionally, not just grounding in terms of being calm and in terms of being in a calm, centered emotion place, but they're going to help you where you've been feeling a lot of responsibility and burnout. For some of you, I'm getting this Knight of Cups comes in with a grounding energy. There could be, when I see these two cards, a love offer that is really stable, or there's a reconnection here. But you've got, if we look at it, you've got all the elements. You've got the cups, the pentacles, the wands, and the swords. And I feel what you're doing is you're bringing together your mind, body, spirit and soul, and you're letting go anything that's caused you external and internal conflict. And that could be where I was seeing the Three of Swords, of feeling stuck and not willing to get over. Willing, but also when we say willing, it can be difficult to be, you know, you really want to release something painful, but you're just not able to see the light out of it. I think also you're going to feel like you find more of your neighborhood, your tribe, your soul tribe. It could be within a new workplace. It could be when you get invited out to an event or something, you meet somebody new. But these are people, or a new person enters your life who's really, and the candles just burnt out, who, as I said, who enters your life, who's really emotionally stable. And I think they're going to help you tap into your emotions where you've not been able to really look into how you're feeling and what you've been maybe masking. So what I'm getting here is do not run away from taking rest and retreat when you feel you need to. There is change on the horizon here, and I feel a lot of it is around the people around you and around your career, your money, your finance and your abundance as well. But with that, there's a possibility of love comes in, or a deepening of a connection coming into the right sort of auric field, because you decide to move away quietly. So a blessing in December for Taurus. We have the Knight of Cups. We've got it double. So yes, a romantic proposal, an offer comes in. You know, it's being heart-centered. The person, you know, it's someone who's really, really gentle, warm, and they are going to be, you might be swept off your feet if you're single, or it's someone who comes back around where you do know them, but, you know, sort of, there's been a lack of creative expression of the love and etc. So it's also you coming from a centered place. Remember I said being open-hearted and understanding how important that is. Following your heart is a big one as well. You know, there's attraction here with someone, and it's both sides, and it just seems like it covers mind, body, soul. You know, it's not someone who's tapped into their emotions as well. A challenge. I felt this would come out. Going back to here where I said you suddenly decide to see or are able to cut through the BS, it's again getting clarity. Remember I said if I see the Ace of Swords as a breakthrough of clarity, the Seven of Swords tells us that the challenge here is that you might feel you've got a lot of options or a lot on your mind and you're not able to tune into your intuition. And this could also be making you feel quite fatigued, where you need to pick a direction and choose to take the decision to walk away from something, or maybe even to relocate or something like that. But you need to make sure that you don't become overwhelmed. And this could also be a card of sobriety for those of you that might be dealing with that could be a bit of a challenge in December. Well, especially we've got Christmas and stuff, and you might have been on a journey to, you know, for sobriety, but that, you know, becomes a bit more difficult in December. But you need to avoid also procrastination, and you need to avoid being in sort of an overwhelm of I've got so many things to do, so many choices to make, when in fact you can actually see which are toxic choices, which are toxic options. It could be to do with love, it could be around the people that you know, and you do have the energy of being able to be discerning and heart opened is your you know, keeping your heart open to make that decision from the right place. So Taurus, this is what I have for you. You'll have your weekly reading as well. If you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe, and take care, and bye for now.